I've been sitting here thinking, and I want to talk about what may be the number one killer of most nurses' success. And if it's not number one, it's probably like number 2 or 3. Let's talk about it.
You can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, everybody? My name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again back with another video. If this is your first time here, I am an LPN in transition to getting his RN degree, and what I do is either daily or every other day I make videos like this, and I pretty much chronicle my journey, my daily grind as a nurse on my breaks. So welcome. But I wanted to talk about one thing that probably kills a lot of success with nurses. And if, like I said, if it's not number one, it's probably 2 or 3. And I think the failure to plan is probably one of the most crucial things when it comes to killing the success of a nurse. And some of y'all probably like, well, what do you mean the failure to plan? As I told y'all before, when I got into the game, it was very much intentional. It didn't just happen for no reason. It was very much intentional. Fortunately, I was schooled before I got into the game on what this game is about. And I had to make a decision if this was something that I was going to pursue. And when I finally made the decision to pursue it, because of what could come from it, I had to have a plan. And I feel like once a lot of nurses come out of school, a lot of them just go. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if it's your first year. But I really think that, around that first, second, third year, a plan should start coming into play. Because when you just go and go and go and go and go with no plan, no foresight, you're just going just to go at that point. And it's just like, well, what is the end goal? What is the end game? See, day one, I always had a plan. Now, sometimes plans change, but still, I had a plan nonetheless. And I never wanted to get that twisted, and I was very intentional, and I really felt like I had an idea of what I was getting into. And I think that's the thing why a lot of nurses become bitter, because they thought nursing was one way, but then see that it's a different way than what they expected. Fortunately, I had some very thorough instructors who gave me the game. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't plan for your success, if you're not intentional with the moves that you make, you're really just out there aimlessly with no direction. And that's eventually going to lead you nowhere. It's going to lead you nowhere. It's almost like an endless cycle of going with the motions with no actual end game. 1 second. We're back. So, once you start to do things just to do them, with no actual plan in sight, that's how a lot of nurses go broke. That's how a lot of them end up in debt. That's how a lot of them get burned out. That's how a lot of negative things happen. And it kills the drive in a lot of people. And that is ultimately a contributing factor to the failure of a lot of nurses. Now, I understand that some people can handle more things than others, and that's fine. But if you don't have a plan, I think that not just with nursing, but with anything, if you don't have a plan to succeed, then you're just doing for you're just doing just to do, and that makes no sense at the end of the day. I planned every single step out. Now some things along the way got adjusted, and that's fine, and that can happen. But for the most part, my plan has really come to fruition. Like, for example, I literally moved to my area so I could go to school for free, right? My school that I'm at now had a program to where that if you lived in the area, they would pay for your tuition. If you lived outside of the area of the school that you wanted to go to, like outside of the district, they would cover half. My lease was up anyway. I didn't really care for where I stayed at, so I said, why not? Might as well get a good education out the deal, a free education out the deal in a better area. And that's what I did. And that's what happened so far. And when I decided that I'm gonna charge the last few months to the game, like when I charged February to the game, I'm charging March to the game. And when I say I'm charging it to the game, I'm saying that I'm not really trying to be on a lot of YouTube, because y'all know I used to stay on like panels and do the podcast and everything like that. And I still will do the podcast when I get time, but right now it's really grind season for me. And I really don't have the time to really, and I don't, I'm not knocking it, but as of now, like, I don't really have the time to be up on panels for hours. I would love to, especially if I could get paid to do it, but I don't have that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really on grind mode, but that's all a part of the plan, because I plan to be at a certain position at a certain time. It's all written down. Like, I have it on my computer. Call like 1 second. Y'all know duty calls. When I hear the bat signal, Batman gotta go do his thing, you dig? So like I was saying, I gotta go out and actually get something. I left my stethoscope in the car. Hopefully y'all can see me. It's nighttime, but if not, ooh, he black. Hold on, y'all definitely can't see that. Y'all look, the camera trying to focus. Y'all can't see that, but I'll give y'all a shot of what it look like outside. It's almost like the country. Almost like the country. You dig? All right, let me get this and get back inside. Hold on 1 second. I don't even remember where I left off, but again, I had the most success when I planned. When I wrote my plans down, and then when I saw the plan, when I could see it every day, reminding myself of what the goal was, and then when I executed, that's when I had the most success. Because sometimes I think we get into the habit of just doing and doing and doing just to do. And I think it's good to have a reminder of what the goal is, what the plan is, and to stick to that goal. Also, I really think another killer of success when it comes to nurses is like losing motivation. When you lose motivation, I mean, it's really like that may be the most important thing, but losing motivation, man, it's hard. It is hard to get up and put in the extra effort when you have absolutely no motivation to do so. And like I said, fortunately for me, I have that motivation of not wanting to be broke, the motivation of wanting the finer things in life, the motivation of wanting extra resources, the motivation of waking up every day trying to get 1% better. Some people just don't have that motivation, and then it makes it even harder to get up and go to work. So I would definitely say, like, find that motivation. Find that motivation. Once you find that motivation, then I think work will be slightly easier. But man, that planning, bruh, I promise you, if you don't have that plan on paper and you don't have it physically written down, or maybe typed up, or however you may do it, I'm telling you, to me, I'm speaking about me. Maybe this will help you at this point. It definitely helps me bring things into fruition. Like I promise you it do. I promise you it do. But remember, man, when you plan, I think the hardest thing for me with a plan is blocking out unnecessary distractions, man. Like real talk. I'm gonna tell you something. Like I listen to a lot of content, like a lot of podcasts, but now I shifted my content and what I consume towards positive self-improvement content material. So for example, like if it's not talking about getting better, how to level yourself up mentally, spiritually, financially, motivation talk, like if it's not about that, I'm really not listening to it. I'm gonna keep it real. And I know, as YouTubers, a lot of us like to jump on the wave of what's hot and everything like that, and I'm guilty of that as well. I jumped on that Jada and Will thing, even though I really do feel like there was a good lesson to be learned, especially for young men that's on a grind. But besides that, like if it's not really talking about how to upgrade your life or steps to becoming a better person or a better man, then I'm really not trying to hear it. And I think I think we waste a lot of time on senseless debates, on senseless content that really has no meaning. A lot of us just talk to talk and don't plan for anything. And I feel like that is really a lot of the space. I just feel like if people, and I know I'm probably going off, but I feel like if people really wanted real solutions, like for real, and I've said this before, but like if people really wanted solutions, they would actually take action and do. But the thing is, when you start implementing things and putting things to actual work, it creates less things to talk about. When you have a plan and you start executing that plan to fruition and you start doing what you are supposed to do to be successful, you really don't have time to have the senseless debates about nothing. And I'm not saying that's the case in all areas, of course not. There are a lot of positive spaces on YouTube or like in the podcast world to where the debates are definitely needed. And there are definitely a lot of content creators that do great content where the talk is needed, but there are so many other spaces out there that if you get caught up, you'll find yourself just listening to a whirlwind of nonsense that means absolutely nothing. That's going to do absolutely nothing for your pockets. That's going to do absolutely nothing for your life. That's going to do absolutely nothing for your health, your mental health, your physical health. It's not going to do nothing, bruh. And that's what I mean when I say planning and being intentional with the stuff that you're doing. Like, I have made a conscious decision, like, not to take in and not to consume any content that is not about leveling up. You feel me? Like, if it's not about leveling up your life, getting 1% better, realizing how much of the prize that you are, I don't need to be listening to it. I really don't care about what Will and Jada is going through anymore. We all know that. This dude is that, she's this, move on. They're both richer than us. So like I really don't care about senseless debates and senseless stuff like that no more. I'm trying to plan how I can get to the next level, how I can upgrade my life, how I can upgrade my finances, how I can upgrade my body, how I can upgrade my mind, so I can become the superior 1% man. I don't care. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I can become the very best nurse possible every day. Because when you do that, you make yourself more valuable. You make yourself a rare. You put yourself in a position to where you can write your own ticket. I'm going to keep it real. I am a long-term care facility's dream right now. Real talk. And some of them don't even realize it, but some of them do. that DON that reached out to me, she understands because she saw the work I was putting in. So it was just good business. It was good business to put me on the squad because I'm here. I'm working. They know I want something. You feel me? Fair exchange ain't no robbery. So if they give me what I want, I'm willing to give them what they want. But I planned that. If you don't plan, like, nothing gets accomplished. You're just doing. You feel me? Like, you're literally just doing. And that really gets you nowhere. And that's really, man, what I mean. Like, make sure when you get into the nursing field, medical field, or whatever field that you just plan to go into, make sure that you just plan your route to success. No, it's not going to always go the way that you want. It's not going to always go the way that you want. Things will happen. Things will go left. But at least you have a blueprint. At least you have a map, a roadmap to where you're going. You got the roadmap. You starting here, you're ending up there. Sometimes you may have to go left. Sometimes you may have to go right. Shit go left here. Things go left there. It is what it is. But as long as you can get back on that road and remember the goal, remember the outcome, remember what you're doing it for, you should be straight. You should be cool. Like, and I think that's really what it is. So when it comes to planning, block out the unnecessary distractions, man, and just realize, I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. Like, to all you nursing students and to all you nurses out there, man, that's really about the grind. Realize that you're gonna be alone a lot. I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people are not gonna be able to relate to what you are setting up, and that's cool. A lot of people not gonna relate because in this world, in this field, like, our job is to take care of people every day. Like, we come last in a lot. You dig? Like, we come last. Like, we put everybody else first. It's literally our job to put everybody else before us. And I know some of y'all got kids. I know some of y'all got husbands and wives, and you know, maybe y'all might be the sole provider. So you're thinking about them, and you know, it is what it is. But you gotta make sure, man, like, to plan, to make time to take care of yourself. And it's all about the planning, because if you just go, you forget to plan to take care of yourself, you'll get burnt out. You'll start resenting people in your life. You ain't gonna want to be bothered. You're gonna be a bad nurse. You dig? So it's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the situation. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 2 of 10. Smooth night so far. So hopefully things continue to stay smooth, man. And like I said, if you like this video, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, get paid. Young nurse, get paid. Deuces.